Hi Anna, so let me show you, hopefully that comes up, what we've been looking at maths this week. So one of the things that we've been looking at is that you can find missing values in number sentences that use times and divide. So when we say a missing value in a number sentence is something like 5 plus something equals 7. So we've got something missing here. That's the value that's missing, but you'd be able to figure it out. Well, if it's 5, what do I add to get to 7? This one would be 2. So that's the missing value that we found. We're going to try and learn how to do that with sentences that use times and divide. So let me get this out here. Get this one, 4, 4, and 4. Okay, so for a times one, it could be 5 times something equals 20. So if we don't have 5's times tables, that means we'll be able to do this because we'll think, all right, how many times do I have 5 until I get to 20? 5, 10, 15, 20. It's 4 times. So if you know 5 times 4 equals 20, we can switch these two around and it'll still be the same. 4 times 5 equals 20. So that's the two times ones. So the first one was having a 5 go across 4 times. Like that. The other one would be having 4's going across 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you still have the same number, it's just a different order that you're doing it. Bit messy. Anyway, you get the idea. So 5 that way, 4 that way, or 4 that way, 5 that way. That's got 20, that one's got 20. So the order that you do your times doesn't matter. If the numbers are the same, they've both got the same numbers, you get the same answer, 20. So if you knew 5 times 4 is 20, you know that if you switch those two around, you'll get this 20 as well. So there's two things that you know. I know this, and I know this. Now with divide, division is like the opposite of times. So if you think about, if I was going to make this one here, I could go 5, 10, 15, 20. If I start with 20 and I want to share it out with 4 people, how many would each of them have? Well, if I cut this into 4 along like that, each one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll probably notice 20 here, 20 here. There was a 4 here, 4 there, 5 there, 5 there. So if you know 5 times 4 equals 20, switch these ones around, you got another thing you know. Or go backwards, bring the 20, the bigger number, to the front. And you can also switch it around like you did with the times. You can switch these around. So 20 divided by 5 is 4. So that's a nice little trick. So if you know one multiplication fact, your 5 times tables, you'll know 5 times 4. You'll also know 4 times 5. And you'll know 20 divided by 4 and 20 divided by 5. So you learn all 4 of those things just by knowing one of them, which is why it's good to know your times tables. So I will send a link in this YouTube video to a Kahoot that you'll be able to hopefully play by yourself. It's just a game version and it'll use all the different facts of 20. So another one could be 35 divided by what equals 7. Actually, I'll switch that around. Let's say that's 5. You probably already know now if I switch them around, this one's going to be 7 because 7 times 5 equals 35. That means 5 times 7 equals 35. And that means if I go backwards, 35 divided by 5 equals 7, or 35 divided by 7 is 5. So if you know your 5 times tables, let's see, you got 1 up to 12, it's 24 things, double that. That's 48 number facts you have. That's a lot, because you'd have 1 times 5, you'd have 5 times 1. You'd have something divided by 5, you'd have something divided by 1 equals 5. So you'd have twice the double up for everything, times and divide. That's 24 things. That's a lot of things to know. And you know more than your 5 times tables, so there's lots and lots and lots. So that is the first thing that we looked at this week, finding missing values in number sentences using times and divide. So I'll try and put something up on Seesaw this week, and you can have a go at some of those questions. I'll also try and put a Kahoot up for you to have a go as well. And then the next video I've got up will be about this one.